All right. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Demo Day for the 1st of April. Today we'll be demoing the spaceship that we've built over the last week. We decided to pivot into space exploration. We're going to land on the sun this week. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. Elmer he has volunteered to be the first astronaut to the sun. Elmer, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, pretty exciting times. Technology has gone a long way.
Guys, for
Quite an intense pivot that we made.
For everybody who's worried about Elmer's safety, don't worry, guys. We'll be going at night. Okay, anyway, more seriously, Elmer is going to quickly demo for us multi-token payment on the governance, the Foundry governance. Our aim is to make that live early next week. So there's just a couple of configuration changes we need to make to some of the code. Yeah, and hopefully that is live early next week. Elmer, over to you.
All right, I just need screen sharing rights.
Done.
Right. Okay. Can you see my screen? Okay, so this is the main page where you land if you first come to the site. Right now, this is Lever governance, but this should be live for Foundry governance as well next week. It's a new feature I've been working on. So the new feature is basically, originally it could only do payments in DAI, but we've expanded that to now work for any token that you may want to transfer that the treasury has a balance of. So right here, you can see token to send. This is a new entry. It defaults to the Lever token for now. Let me select something else. Let's go for the Fry token. If I put that in there, it'll load token information, show the balance, the name, symbol, and so on. So I'm just going to set this so it defaults back to. Let me send myself how much. To my address, say test. Create proposal. Okay, so this is the payment proposal. Right now, this is still on testnet. Fetching proposals. Okay, so here's the test transfer. Let me just check.
Sorry, Elmer, I think I disconnected there for a second. Can you just quickly show that? I think it cut out at the point where you pasted in the other transaction. And you just showed that it loaded the token name and the symbol and the treasury balance.
Okay, right. So yes, if we want to send a different token, just copy the address, put it in the token to send field, and it'll load that token's information if it finds it. So if it shows you the details, it means, yes, it recognized the token and you can send it. And it's important to just check the balance as well, that you have tokens to send. But then I went ahead in the meantime and I created a Lever transfer for myself to send 9 tokens. So I created that proposal. Right now the balance is 9989. So we'll check if that changes, if the proposal goes through. So I created it and it should be here now. I hope I didn't wait too long, because the voting period is set to be quite short, so we can test it quickly. It might have expired already. Might have to do it again. Let me just see. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to create a new one for a while because the user is only allowed to have one active proposal.
I thought it expired.
Yeah. Let me just check if I can create one more. Test 2. I don't think it will allow
So the
me.
interface says that it's active.
Let's see if this one goes through.
But the interface said your previous one was active. Is that a mistake on the interface, or is that, am I misinterpreting something?
Let's see what it says now. No, it says it's defeated. Okay, so let me quickly vote on this one. Okay, it's still, the voting period is still closed. It's because the new block hasn't been minted for this one to be active on. So there's a starting block and it's not there yet. So I'm just gonna cancel this. Wait a few seconds. Try again. There we go. So I can vote on it now. Confirm transaction. And there you can see 4,000 votes in favor of this
4 million
proposal.
votes.
All right. Yeah, and that's equal to my voting power that I have, which is equal to the amount of G-lever tokens I have in this case.
How long
Okay,
does
so
that take to
now
get
the
expired?
voting, yeah, the voting period has to expire. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's 3 minutes on the testnet. Yeah, so we'll have to wait for that. Yeah, before we can queue it and then we can execute it. Should be any second now. What happens if I try to vote again? Voter already voted. Okay, that's good. Come on, MetaMask.
Right, so this voting period is basically just the period that allows everyone to vote for or against it.
That's right.
And what are those settings on the mainnet?
It should be 3 days voting period and then another 2 days lockup period, just to allow us to cancel any malicious, potentially malicious proposals.
Okay.
Okay, now we can queue the proposal. Usually now it would be locked up for another 2 days, but I also made this period very short just for testing purposes. It's one block, it waits 1 block, so just a few seconds. Probably not ready yet. No. Proposal has not surpassed the time lock period of 2 days. Well, 2 days is not correct here, but we'll change that. Let's try now. Okay, there we go. Confirm. So now it should be executed. There we go, executed with a nice check mark. Let's see if the balance changed. Yeah, it had 9 at the end here, so 9989, but now it's 9980. So I should have received my tokens. Yes, my balance also increased here. So it wasn't a successful payment. You're still muted, Skulk.
Okay, no, I said, okay, awesome.
Yes, so this should be live for Foundry Governance sometime next week.
Okay, cool, excellent. Yeah, and then one of the first votes we'll have, I know one of the community members said that they want to vote on whether or not to cede these to Leverly or to keep it. So that's one of the first votes we can have, and guys can go vote on that. Okay, but we'll announce all of that stuff in the channel. All right, cool. Thank you very much, Elmer. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us.
All right, cool. No problem.